The Rainbow Palace by Kathleen Warren. The Rainbow Queen sat in her rainbow chair, in the rainbow room, in the Rainbow Palace. It's lovely living on the rainbow, she thought, but it's lonely sometimes. She took her rainbow binoculars and climbed the rainbow steps to the top of the rainbow's arch. She looked to the north, she looked to the east, and she looked to the west. Then she looked to the south, and there, away in the distance, she could see 3 small smudges that seemed to be moving towards her. As she looked, one smudge became clearer. "It's the good ship Feathersword," she cried. "And there's the captain himself standing on the deck. Ahoy there, Captain!" Captain Feathersword seemed to be leaning over the rail, talking to someone in the sea. "It's Magdalena the mermaid," the Rainbow Queen laughed, "and she's pointing this way." The Queen turned her binoculars to the second smudge. "It's a hot air balloon," she thought, "and there are Dorothy, Wags, and Henry. I do hope they are coming to visit." The third smudge was clearer now, and the Rainbow Queen could see the big red car parked near a river. Where are the Wiggles? She wondered. She looked around. There's a football match going on, and I do believe that Anthony has just made a touchdown. The sound of music floated on the air, and the Queen saw Jeff conducting a violin trio. "There's Greg," she smiled. "He's painting a picture. And over there, Murray's playing in a rock band." As she watched, the 4 friends finished playing football and making music and painting. Greg pointed to the rainbow, and they all hurried toward the big red car. The Queen clapped her hands. "Visitors at last!" But the Wiggles walked right past the big red car. The Queen felt disappointed. "They can't be coming today," she said to herself as she turned the binoculars to see if she could spot the good ship Feathersword again. She saw dark clouds gathering. "Oh dear," she thought anxiously. "There's a storm brewing," and she ran down the rainbow steps to the safety of the Rainbow Palace. "No one will come to visit during a storm," said the Queen sadly. "The rainbow needs sun as well as rain before anyone can find it." She peered out the window but could see nothing. "I hope they've all found shelter," she thought. "It can be dangerous to be out in a storm. Oh well, I'll have a cup of rainbow tea and wait for the storm to pass." Slowly but surely the rain stopped. The clouds blew away and the sun peeped through. The Queen clapped her hands. "They'll be able to see the rainbow now." She looked through the window, and there was the good ship Feathersword sailing out of a bay where it had taken shelter during the storm. It was heading towards the rainbow. The Queen cheered. "It looks as if I'll have one visitor after all." Then she saw the hot air balloon taking off from a valley. As it drew closer to the rainbow, the Queen could see it without her binoculars. She waved and called to the 3 friends on board. "Well," thought the Queen, 4 visitors are better than none." Then she heard the roar of an engine, and coming closer was a big red boat with Anthony at the wheel. The Rainbow Queen was delighted and ran down to the palace door to greet her guests. "Welcome to the rainbow," she laughed, holding out her hands. She led the way into the banqueting hall, and spread out before them was food of all the colors of the rainbow. Everyone agreed that it was the best rainbow banquet they'd ever had.